Dear Sophie, it is Friday, June the 2nd, and I'm on vacation, hence the green and black lipstick, because when I'm on vacation, I don't have to wear things that go into the dress code, and green lipstick is definitely considered too extreme. So green and black lipstick it is now that I'm on vacation. Things for today. So my thoughts for you this evening are around making sure that you always are open to new things and finding things that make you excited and enjoying them and not being kind of overlooking things that are different or things that may have worked for you, may not have worked in the past, but continuing to be open to new people and new experiences, because sometimes as you get older, you become really comfortable what you're doing, and it can be harder to do that. So just stay open to exciting and new adventures. That is my thought for the day. In terms of other exciting things to talk about or things from when I was little. Things from when I was little. I spent a lot of time when I was little, well, not really little, but like from the time I was 11, babysitting. Yeah. I used to get told, people would say, oh, look, you have a built-in babysitter. And I'd be like, what am I, the dishwasher? I didn't come with the house. I'm not built in. No, I spent a lot of time babysitting, which was great because you learn all sorts of things that you realize when you're older were actually useful life skills. Yeah, learn to be responsible and change diapers, which you'd be surprised how many people don't know how to do that. Really basic life skill, but lots of people don't know how to do it. So it's a good thing to learn. Other things. So today I'm wearing two different kinds of mascara. Can you tell? Can you tell which one's the expensive one that you shouldn't spend that much on mascara for and which one's not? I'll leave you guessing. You tell me. Do you think you can tell? What else? This weekend, I'm probably going to go up and visit Mom and everybody. Dad's at home visiting, like Toronto home, visiting family and stuff for work. So I'll go up and visit everybody else because I'm on vacation. And I'm hoping I'll get a chance to check out the Wonder Woman movie and see that because that'll be fun and cool. And the beginning of all sorts of, I'm sure, new and exciting Wonder Woman swag. Trying to think. Oh, things I was thinking about the other day from when I was younger. Favorite movies. So some of my favorite movies from when I'm little remained movies that I enjoyed when I was older, and the types of movies that as I grew up meant we inflicted on the people we really cared about. So there are movies that your mom has seen because I really enjoyed them when I was little and therefore inflicted them on her when we became friends. And it worked vice versa because I'm pretty sure there were movies that she inflicted on me too. But one of them has come up on a couple of of those YouTube list things around movies. Apparently there's talk of doing a remake or a sequel or something to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe was a fabulous 1980s live-action version of the beloved cartoon from when I was even smaller. We did see He-Man, or Masters of the Universe, the He-Man live-action movie, in theaters, my brother and my parents and I. And my brother, who is now a philosophy professor in the United States, was jumping up and down in the aisle screaming, I will get you, Skeletor! I will get you! And that he had the power. So it was a while ago when we saw that in the theaters, given the movie was made in the 80s, so obviously a long time ago. Somehow we ended up with a version of it on VHS that was taped from TV. This is probably not something you will ever experience, but when we were growing up, it was a lot harder. Like things weren't as available. Like most people didn't have the big, huge video collections, especially when I was really little. But movies and TV shows and things would be on, and you would get a blank tape and you would just record from TV. And if you were trying to avoid the commercials, it was a really, it was a very specific game of pausing the recording when the commercials started and then restarting the recording after the commercials ended, but before whatever you were recording kicked back in again. So we had He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on a VHS tape. And I'm trying to remember if it was on the same tape as Anne of Green Gables, or if that was something else. We had Anne of Green Gables on a tape with something else. Maybe Anne of Green Gables and Sound of Music were on the same one. That seems like it would be more rational. And the He-Man was was on its own, or maybe had like Christmas specials after it or something. Maybe He-Man was by itself and Anne of Green Gables and Sound of Music were together. That makes more sense. Anyway, so we had very few movies, but we watched them a lot and we loved them. So He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was one of my absolute favorites, which to this day I still enjoy. Not, it's not great filmmaking. It isn't brilliant, masterful acting, but it is very entertaining, 1980s campy action stuff, the way it should be. So it was great. Enjoyed it very much. I'm pretty sure I've inflicted on your mother a couple of times. Other stuff that I enjoyed watching when I was little would be things like the Ethel and Robin Hood, Danny Kaye's, Corchester, brain freeze, and things like that. Those ones we used to get from the Rogers Video in Streetsville, which I'm pretty sure isn't there anymore and obviously isn't a video store anymore, but we used to pretty much we'd take them and we'd bring them. My dad liked them, so we would rent them and we would watch them and then we'd take them back and then we'd rent them again over and over again. That and things like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which again were things my dad liked. So we used to watch a lot of those things, but then we had the ones that we had at home that were for the most part taped from TV. It was a big deal when Leah was born and we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the first one, on video, not taped from TV, an actual VHS of that. Nick and I had it memorized and we used to recite it on our way to school. So obviously we were really, really cool because we recited the Ninja Turtles movie on our way to school. We didn't have very far to go, so we never really got too far into the movie, but we have, again, another movie we have inflicted on many people and shared with many others. One of those movies we know really well, and other people probably get irritated watching it with us because we recite it along with the movie. My cousins probably not as irritated because they do the same thing, so we just recite it together. It's like, I don't know, a collective performance experience of watching the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah, so some of the movies that I really enjoyed when I was little, and yeah. Anyway, love you. Have a good one.